Hi guys, welcome back to A Simple Golfer. I'm Jack and tonight I am going to be reviewing the TaylorMade 2022 Deluxe Bag. I'm going to break this down, splitting it between the pros and cons, and initially I'm going to start off with the pros for you. The first thing you notice when you're looking at this bag is up close it's got almost like a carbon fibre type looking material, which really does give it that premium feel. A couple of the things I really do like about it is the amount of space you have in this bag is phenomenal. So to start off, you've got two really large side pockets, which one of them I'll get onto in a minute because that does come into my cons list, but really you've got so much space for your raincoat, jumpers, hoodies, anything else you might need. I personally put my phone accessories in the top two. It's also got a thermal pocket at the front, which is brilliant this time of year for keeping your drinks nice and cold. And then on top of that, you do have a specific compartment for your balls and your tees. So overall, space-wise, it's absolutely brilliant. Moving on to the next part of this bag, it is actually fully waterproof, which for anybody who plays golf knows, especially a lot of like your carry bags, a lot of them just don't seem to be waterproof. So on a bad day, everything gets soaked. And it does have a really nice head cover, which Dale's going to pass me across now. This is probably one of the best looking head covers that I've come across, but it does fit into my cons purely because of the sheer size of it. Other small features on the outside of the bag are these little ones, like for instance, it's got a pen holder, which I know it might sound silly, but when you're on that course and you've lost 3 or 4 balls, you've got to mark another one up dead quick, it's just handy. It's also got a little compartment just for you to stick your glove to when you're out and about between putting. Now we've gone through the storage side of the bag, let's have a look at how the clubs fit. So this is one of my favourite features. On top of the bag, it's got 13 slots for all your clubs, but then at the front, it has got a specific putting well. And this for me is a lifesaver. So I always use mallet putters. I've always had carry bags, and I find that when you're trying to find your club and it's covering the numbers, it does become painful. So that is a little lifesaver for me, if I'm honest. The next pro for this bag is not only does it have the big carry arm on the back, which can be removed, it's got your general handle, but the 2 rubber grips on top, I find from taking it from your trolley or from the back of your golf cart into your boot, that makes it so much easier to lift. And that for me is just a little bit of a lifesaver. You'll find with this bag, there's so many little tips and tricks with it that just make a general round so much more comfortable in a weird way. So guys, let's now move on to the cons of this bag. So the biggest bugbear for me personally is I got this bag bought as a gift, and my trolley has an offset wheel, and because of the size of this bag and how bulky the base is, I did find I couldn't fit it on my original trolley. So guys, if you are looking at getting this style of bag, just measure it first, because it is rather large. So that's probably one of the few cons that I'm going to go through today. So guys, one of the other negatives for me was the head rain cover that comes with it. Because it is so large, it does take up about 80% of the pocket on your bag, which in theory, the other pocket's so large you do kind of get away with it. I am having to nitpick at this point. Looking at the other cons, so we've looked at the last year's model of this bag, and one of the biggest things they have fixed is the zip for the balls at the bottom used to go all the way around, which was great, it was accessible, but what you used to find is if you ever left it accidentally open, the balls would just fall out. So TaylorMade have made a slight adjustment on this, so now the zips go from both ways so you can meet them up in the middle. I know it's a very small change, but it saves you a little bit of embarrassment from time to time, guys. So thanks again for watching, guys. Please do not forget to like and subscribe, we would massively appreciate that. And keep your eyes open for our next video, because as Dale's passing me now, we have managed to get our hands on this little baby, which we will be reviewing over the next few weeks. I've got a suspicious feeling this may well end up in Dale's bag. Guys, thanks again. Have a great evening.